What is up, IRSD? This is Jeff with the first of a two-part video series designed to help us better understand sharing in our Google Drive. Google Drive allows you to create an unlimited number of documents, spreadsheets, slides presentations, and so much more. Because these files live on Google's secure servers, we're able to have a significant amount of control over what we share and with whom. In this video, we're doing a deep dive into the sharing settings associated with what we typically use the most: docs, slides, and sheets. If you click the Share button, you'll see the Share with People and Groups menu on top. When you click Add People and Groups, people you collaborate with frequently will automatically populate under the box. Once a person is added to the file, their default role is as an editor. This gives them full access to edit, copy, print, and share the document. You can also change the person's role to Viewer, which allows them view-only access to the file, or Commenter, which allows the other person to add suggested edits for review, as well as comments which appear in the margins. If you click the gear icon in the top right corner of the Share with People and Groups menu, you can tweak a few additional settings associated with these roles. Keep the first box checked if you want fellow editors to be able to share with others and change permissions. Keep the second box checked if you want viewers and commenters to be able to download, print, or make copies of the file. Now let's apply this knowledge to a scenario. Let's say I have a document I want to share with Christina Scheffel. I want Christina to add some comments with feedback on my document. She's told me she hates getting notifications from shared docs. Oh, and I don't want her to be able to download, make a copy, or print the doc. In the Share with People and Groups menu, the first thing I'm going to do is uncheck the box to notify Christina. That way she doesn't get an email. Next, I'm going to change her role to Commenter. Finally, I'm going to click the gear and uncheck the box so that she is not able to download, print, or make a copy of the document. I'll click the back arrow and then press Share. Once you've shared a document, you can further edit the sharing privileges. The first way is by adding an expiration date. Note that you can only set expiration dates for viewers and commenters. You can't for editors. To set an expiration date, click on the drop-down menu and select Add Expiration. Once the expiration date is set, the user will no longer have access to the file. You can also transfer ownership of a file to another person. When you transfer ownership, you are still listed as an editor on that file. If you no longer wish to have the file shared with you, the new owner must remove you from the file. To do this, they'd simply choose the Remove Access option. Owners and editors with the ability to remove access can apply this to any user the file is shared with. That wraps up all you need to know about the Share with People and Groups menu. Up next is the Get Link Sharing menu, which allows you to share a file directly with a person by copying and sharing the link. By default, all files made in your IRSD Google Drive are set to anyone in this group with this link can view, meaning anyone in the Indian River School District with the link in this box can view the file, but only if they have the link. To change the role of anybody accessing the file from the link above, click the drop-down and choose their role. Once selected, the role is automatically applied to anybody accessing the file from the link. If you want to change who can access your file from the link, you have three options. The first is Restricted. Only people added to the file in the Share with People and Groups menu will be able to use the link. Next is anyone within our group, the Indian River School District. This means that anybody signed into an IRSD Google account can use the link to access the file. Lastly, anyone with the link means that anyone who has the link can access the file without signing into any Google account. Let's now apply this knowledge to a scenario. Let's say I have a slides presentation I want to share with my district-wide math PLC. I want my fellow math teachers to be able to search their drive for the slides And I want to ensure that they're accessing the slides from their IRSD Google account as viewers. First, I'll click the Share button. Then, I'll click the gear and check the box to allow teachers to search their drive for this slides presentation. Lastly, I'll click the drop-down, change the role to viewer, and then click Done to apply the changes. And that's it. Thanks so much for taking the time to learn more about sharing settings in Google, and stay tuned for part 2 where we do a deep dive on sharing settings for folders in your Google Drive.